Full-fat yogurt was long avoided by those trying to lose weight or reduce cholesterol, caught up in the era of fat phobia that dominated nutrition advice for decades. For many years, dietary guidelines emphasized low-fat and fat-free dairy products, under the assumption that saturated fat contributed directly to heart disease and obesity. As a result, full-fat yogurt was often viewed as an indulgent, unnecessary risk, something to be swapped for skimmed versions with added sugars or artificial sweeteners. But more recent research has challenged this view, revealing that full-fat yogurt not only offers rich nutritional benefits, but may actually be better for metabolic health, weight regulation, and even heart function than its low-fat counterparts. One of the key advantages of full-fat yogurt is that it's a fermented food rich in probiotics, live bacteria that support a healthy gut microbiome. A well-balanced gut ecosystem plays a crucial role in digestion, immune function, mental health, and even body weight regulation. Full-fat yogurt tends to have a higher probiotic content than many processed, low-fat versions, especially when it's made traditionally and minimally processed. Strains like Lactobacillus acidophilus and Bifidobacterium found in high-quality yogurts help balance gut flora, reduce inflammation, and may improve outcomes for people with irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, lactose intolerance, and other gastrointestinal issues. In addition to its probiotic content, full-fat yogurt contains healthy fats that are often overlooked but increasingly recognized as important for nutrient absorption, satiety, and hormonal balance. The fat in yogurt includes a mix of saturated and unsaturated fats, and in yogurts made from grass-fed cow's milk, this fat profile includes higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids and conjugated linoleic acid, CLA. CLA has been associated with reduced inflammation, improved metabolic function, and even modest fat loss in some studies. The presence of dietary fat also helps the body absorb fat-soluble vitamins such as A, D, E, and K, many of which are naturally present in full-fat dairy. In low-fat or fat-free versions, these benefits are significantly diminished or absent. Importantly, full-fat yogurt is also associated with better satiety and reduced sugar intake overall. When fat is removed from yogurt, manufacturers often add sugar, thickeners, or flavor enhancers to maintain texture and taste, ironically undermining the health goals of low-fat dieting. Full-fat yogurt, on the other hand, offers a naturally rich, creamy texture and satisfying flavor that doesn't require added sweetness. As a result, people often find themselves more satisfied with smaller portions, which may help prevent oversnacking or excessive calorie consumption later. Several population studies have actually found that people who consume full-fat dairy regularly tend to have a lower risk of obesity and type 2 diabetes compared to those who eat primarily low-fat versions. From a cardiovascular perspective, the fear of full-fat dairy driving heart disease has not been borne out in recent meta-analyses. Current evidence shows that full-fat yogurt may have a neutral or even protective effect on cardiovascular health, especially when it's part of a whole food diet rich in fiber, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats. Some observational studies have found that fermented dairy products, including full-fat yogurt, are associated with lower blood pressure, improved lipid profiles, and reduced risk of stroke. These benefits may stem not just from the fat itself, but from the unique matrix of nutrients, probiotics, and bioactive compounds found in yogurt as a whole food. Full-fat yogurt is also a valuable source of high-quality protein, which supports muscle maintenance, immune function, and satiety. Greek-style or strained yogurts are particularly high in protein and can be used as a satisfying snack, a breakfast base, or a nourishing post-workout option. Combined with fresh fruit, seeds, or a drizzle of honey, full-fat yogurt offers a balanced mix of macronutrients with minimal processing and high nutritional value. When choosing full-fat yogurt, quality matters. Look for versions that are plain, unsweetened, and made with live active cultures. Organic and grass-fed options offer additional benefits in terms of fat composition and environmental sustainability. Avoid flavored or fruit-on-the-bottom varieties, which often contain more sugar than a candy bar. For those with lactose sensitivity, some full-fat yogurts, particularly those with live probiotics, are easier to digest because the bacteria help break down lactose naturally. Ultimately, the reappraisal of full-fat yogurt reflects a broader move away from oversimplified nutritional thinking. It's no longer enough to judge foods based on single nutrients, like fat or calories, without considering the bigger picture of how they interact with the body as whole, living systems. Full-fat yogurt, once dismissed for its fat content, is now recognized as a highly functional food, gut-friendly, protein-rich, satiating, and supportive of metabolic and cardiovascular health. For those seeking a satisfying, nourishing addition to their diet, full-fat yogurt is not just acceptable, it's often the better choice.